This is Real FM.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do.
Good morning, Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique.
Careful.
Hope you're having a good one. Good morning.
Good morning to you and good morning to the country, the people this morning, blessed Lord. Father God, I give you thanks for waking us up. I give you thanks for allowing us to see a bright and getting up morning, a morning we didn't expect to behold, but by the mercy of you we behold a bright and getting up morning this morning, Lord. But I thank you for everything you have done unto us. Father, I bring the country before you this morning, Lord. Father, remember the folk and all that country, Lord. Remember the entire of the country this hour, blessed Lord. Father, remember Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Father, the whole world is in your hand this morning. You are the maker of all your children. You are the one who could control all your children. You trying your best, Lord, but have mercy on your children this hour, blessed Lord. Father God, I bring the school children before you. Father, in a time like now, you know the home. But I asking you, please, Jesus, to control them, please. Father, do for them what they cannot do for themselves. Father, young and tender plant. Remember them in the doors of mercy. Father, the teachers, the principal. Father, the youth this morning, wheresoever they locate. Father, pass by them. Talk to them. Make them know that you are the Lord thy God. Father, I know you is able, Lord. I know you can do it, Jesus. Father, remember them. Change your water into wine. Make them what you want them to be. Father, oh God, this our blessed Lord. The youths going on concern, Lord. Father, they doing what they want, this our blessed Lord. But my God and my King, remember the youths of the land. Remember the adult this morning, blessed Lord. Father, the Prime Minister I bring before you. Remember that son, if thou be so pleased. Father, what could I tell you? What could I say? You are the maker of him. You knows everything about him, this our blessed Lord. Father, God, remember in ministers, I bring them before you. The opposition party this morning, Lord, that I keep my name and my number, reach out and touch him, this our blessed Lord. Wheresoever I locate, guide and protect, bless him, thou be so pleased. All the ministers I bring before you, each and every one, this our blessed Lord. Father, I thank you for everything you have done unto your children. Father, remember the adult I bring before you, this our blessed Lord. Remember the entire force this hour. Pass by our police station, reach out and touch them. Father God, the road is rough and the road is tough for them. But with you, Jesus, I know they can make it, Lord. The SSU I bring before you. Pass by every camp. Reach out and touch each and every one of them, Lord. Father, take them in charge if thou be so pleased. They allow we brothers and sisters. They allow we mother child. They allow we father child. This our blessed Lord. But Father, take charge and control over them. Father, those that cannot help themselves, those on the bed of affliction, those in the home and even those in the hospital, I bring each and every one before you. Father God, this morning, Lord, some are sick and some are sad and some are lost the love they have. Remember those what lost the loved one. My God and my King, take them in charge if thou be so pleased. Say, rock of ages, cleft for them and let they hide themselves in thee. And let the water run the blood and by the wound inside his flow. This morning, blessed Lord, the nation is in your hand. Remember all those that cannot help themselves again this hour, Lord, Father God. Those preparing themselves for the apparition table, those in the hospital, Lord, those in childbirth, I ask you for safe deliverance for each and every one. For all workers I bring before you here and everywhere, Lord, reach out and touch them, Father God. You know the aches and you know the pain. You know the wants and you know the needs. You know the trial, you know the tribulation. But I'm asking you, Jesus, and I'm begging you, Lord. Leave them not alone, but still support and comfort them. The purpose arriving fast and unfolding each and every hour. And the bud may have a bitter taste, but to the ending of it, sweet shall be the flowers. Rock of ages clear for them, and let they hide themselves in thee. And let the water run the blood, and by the wound inside this flow, this hour, Lord. Father, this morning, Lord, you say, hear my cry, O Lord, attend to my prayer. From the end of the earth will I cry unto thee. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than high. Jesus, you knows everything about your children, this hour, blessed Lord. For the past by curriculum, remember Miss Matterson again, this hour, Lord. She and she family, this hour, blessed Lord. Remember all those I cannot mention. Remember Miss Jacob, wheresoever she look it, Lord. Guide and protect us by hermitage, this hour, Lord. Remember me friend this morning, blessed Lord, my God and my King. For all workers, all those that cannot help themselves, even those that cannot say thank you, Lord. Some have eyes and they cannot see, Lord. Some have mouth and they cannot speak. Some have ears and they cannot hear. I give you a special thanks for each and every one of them. For that today is yours and tomorrow is mine. We thanking you for each and every one that's on this morning, blessed Lord. I bring him before you and I lift him up to you. Father God, keep him in the act of safety. Wash him and join him, try cover him under your blood. My God and my King, protect him this hour, Lord. Father, whom he left behind, each and every one of them in that home, Lord. Bless them if thou be so pleased. It might be small as a mustard seed. But share the blessing unto each and every heart this hour, blessed Lord. Mr. Andre, I bring before you. Remember that son this hour, blessed Lord. Father, thanking you for everything for him this hour, Master, my God and my King. Your spring of his body, I bring them before you, Lord. Remember each and every one of them this hour. Wheresoever they locate, guide and protect them. All those who are dwelling with them, bless them if thou be so pleased. Because in a time like now, Lord, you knows everything, Jesus. I bring his staff before you this hour, Lord. Put male and female, all is in your hand this hour, blessed Lord. Father God, please take them in charge. Father God, please bind them together like one bone lasting that can be broken. Leave no veins where Satan could enter, Lord. Father, you know Satan rampant this hour, blessed Lord. But I'm asking you to shorten Satan chain towards that crew this hour, blessed Lord. Each and every one of them, and not only them alone, Lord, but shorten Satan chain towards the youth this morning, blessed Lord, towards the adult this morning, blessed Lord. Father, help the parents to walk and to talk with them. Save them by your saving grace, Lord. And do for them what they cannot do for themselves this hour, Lord. Father, one more grown is all more grown this hour, blessed Lord. One more pain this hour, Lord, is all more pain this hour, blessed Lord. But my God and my King, the boss is the driver, the conductor, the passenger, the boat on the ocean, the plane in the air. Remember my village and my people this morning, blessed Lord. I bring them before you this hour, Master. Father God, in a time like now, Lord, you know the activity what's coming up. Save the youth, save the adults, save each and every one. Remember all the police and them this hour, blessed Lord. You know the road is rough for them in a time like now. But have mercy if thou be so pleased. My God and my King, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in the green pasture. He leadeth me beside still water, restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Say, yea, do I walk to the valley, to the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art made thy rod and thy staff to comfort me. Thou prepare my table before me in the presence of my enemy. Thou anointest me with all my cup and over. You say, surely goodness and mercy shall follow you, children, all the days of their life, and they shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen and amen. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you very much.
Pleasant weekend.
You too.
All right.
All right, take care. It's real, it's 91.9 and 91.5. Good morning to all the bus drivers locking it down. 10 minutes past 7 o'clock is my time inside of the studios. Let me say good morning to Bay Sky inside of London, England, always locking it down. Mr. Silver, I see you. Mr. Lennox, good morning. Rhonda, good morning to you. Miss Ferguson, have a wonderful day. Mr. Belfon, yeah. Everybody's checking in this morning. Baby daddy, what's up?
It's a hungry world out there.
Gemma Warwood, good morning to you. Ron Lewis.
With everybody scrambling.
Gemma James. Miss Douglas, I see you.
Clothing.
Share up the link.
Waiting to swoop down on you. And there's no telling what they'll do.
Everybody's checking in.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
Can't forget Caroline and family. And my good friend Ray Mitchell inside of Happy Hill. Always locking it down. Got some people inside of Grand Bras locking it down this morning as well. Got some people inside of Toronto locking it down. Got some people inside of Brooklyn, New York. Noise Radio inside of Brooklyn, New York. Good morning, folks. How you doing up outside? Yeah. Good morning, Rosemary. And we can't forget to, and you can't forget to remember to visit Velma's restaurant and bar inside of St. Patrick. Sorry. If you're looking for breakfast this morning, she has roast bakes, saltfish, and smoky rain, and some herbal tea to go with that. And for lunch, she has baked chicken, macaroni pie, grung provisions, stew, black beans, fish, potato salad, basmati rice, and veggie rice. And some local juice to go with that. And for dinner, my favorite, burgers and fries.
How you move when you're moving. Which direction you're going. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say.
Good morning again to Desiree and Jerome Lewis. Alban Harris, good morning to you guys. Joycelyn Madison.
In your search for happiness, you gotta live.
Teresa Joseph inside of Toronto locking it down. Good morning to you.
More things could happen. All
12 minutes past 7 o'clock.
before you realize.
Gonna take a break and we'll be back.
This guy,
Don't go nowhere. Share up the link.
you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
Broadcasting from the historical Parish Main Street, Certez, to your home, vehicle, and office. Today's hit music on Real FM.
Carriacou is the place to be, August 4th to the 7th, for the 50th year of the Carriacou Regatta Festival. The Carriacou Regatta Festival, which is the longest sailing event in the region, is celebrated under the theme, Timeless Culture on the Sea. Come join us for 4 days of exciting and competitive boat racing, from Friday to Monday. Fun games, day and night parties, road marathon, Miss Teen Regatta, night boat cruises, the Foreign Artist Show, donkey race, and greasy pole are some of the activities to look forward to. For more info, contact the Regatta Jumper on 473-443-7930. The Carriacou Regatta Festival 2023, August 4th to the 7th. Sail by day, party by night. Carriacou welcomes you.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent, perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines, yet suitable for your hand wash, soft on your hands. Ozone disinfectant cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness, keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents, soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Somebody say, we money up, we jumping up, we money up. Oh, na, na, na.
Well, what do you know? The NLA is giving you an additional chance at winning in its Crazy Cash Second Chance Parish Giveaway. Yes! Starting June 10th, enter your non-winning Daily Cash 4, Daily Pick 3, or Playway tickets valued at $12 or more in a single purchase for a chance to win over $25,000 in cash. Be sure to write your name, address, and contact info on your entries before dropping them in the NLA branded box at your favorite authorized agent. Draws will be conducted every Friday starting June 23rd to July 21st, 2023 for every parish and aired on GBN TV at 8 p.m. That's a total of 105 draws of $250 each. Promotion ends July 14th, 2023. Must be 18 or older to participate. All prizes must be collected by July 31st, 2023. Other terms and conditions apply. See stores for details. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Broadcasting from the historical Parish Main Street, Certez, to your home, vehicle, and office. Today's hit music on Real FM.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Go right ahead.
Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. Lord, this phone. I read from the Word of God, Psalm 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stand in the way of the sinners, nor seated in the seat of the scornful, but his delight in the law of the Lord, and in his law does meditate day and night. This is the end of the scripture reading.
Thank you very much.
And you have a wonderful day and a lovely weekend.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Kathleen Knights, good morning to you. Iva Holas. Kareem Thomas. I got some people inside of Guav locking it down this morning. Good morning to you guys.
When you walk, what you say.
Yeah.
When you talk, when you go, when you walk, what you say. When you talk.
Can't forget Matthew Bowen inside of Brooklyn, New York, always locking it down. Keep it locked. Remember at 7:20 I got the weather and then we bang. Stay tuned for that.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful. We have to prepare to meet the challenges of life without fear. Greed and jealousy, hatred and envy, man, you have to move with care in that jungle out there. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. when you're moving.
You gotta be careful.
Which direction you going? You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
Good morning again, folks. As we head over to the Met Office, we're speaking with Miss Cassia Johnson. Good morning.
Good morning to you and good morning to the listeners. Here is the weather for today, Friday, 14th July 2023. Currently at the airport, conditions are cloudy. Winds are from the east-northeast at 15 miles per hour. Pressure 1013.0 millibars, which is below normal and rising. Present temperature 26.6 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 87%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 31.7 degrees Celsius. Minimum temperature last night 25.9 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, there was 6.3 millimeters of rainfall at the airport, which brings the total for the month to 84.4 millimeters. Looking at the public forecast, valid for today and tonight, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy, windy, and hazy, with light to moderate showers, becoming cloudy to overcast after midnight, with moderate to heavy showers and a medium chance of isolated thunder. There's a low chance of flash flooding in effect overnight. Today's maximum temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher with showers. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Tides are currently low and will be high at 1 p.m., low again at 7 p.m. Sunset today, 6:37, sunrise tomorrow, 5:50. Again, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy, windy, and hazy, with light to moderate showers, becoming cloudy to overcast after midnight, with moderate to heavy showers and a medium chance of isolated thunder. There is a low chance of flash flooding in effect overnight. From the Met Office, I am Cassia Johnson.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right.
Broadcasting from the historical Parish Main Street, Surtez, to your home, vehicle, and office. Today's hit music on Real FM.
TV just got smarter. Introducing Hub TV from Flow. Enter the new era of entertainment with a voice-activated remote. No need to remember your favorite channels. Just say it, and see it. That is, if you could pick something. Because now you get live video on demand plus all your streaming services together in one wireless box. It's time to experience entertainment the smart way. Visit in-store or online at discoverflow.co for more info.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantemelle in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissy.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissy.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&N Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&N Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Spice Mass is on, and the NLA is granting you free access. From July 15th to August 12th, every time you spend $12 in the purchase of Playway, Pick 3, Cash 4, and Lotto games, you can win free access to all Spice Mass shows, all major private shows, and Monday Night Mass packages. Look for the words Spice Mass winner on your gaming tickets and access is granted. Guaranteed. Simply redeem your winning tickets at the NLA's office on Grenville, Grove Street, or the Coronage for free access to all the big carnival events. Over 380 free access will be granted. The more you spend $12 on the daily games and lotto, the more chances you have at winning free access to carnival events. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. NLA, the only diamond sponsor for Spice Mass 2023.
From the north, covering south, east, and west. This is Real FM.
I know you could comprehend. My PM, I want you help me defend. Imagine the man just got in power. He says his grenade a biggest liar. Said the man is an attorney of law. Yes, the man is a big liar. But in case you still want a clue, he wanna go big case against workers for SGU. The man is a liar. Said by the stroke of the pen, every contract shall end and everyone shall be prominent. The man is a liar. He increases salary, decreasing money, which he said should be $650. That man is a liar. To get the nurses to hush, he top up the post with $500 every month. That man is a liar. Yes, a real big liar. That man is a professional liar. I'm telling you deep in that conversation, he said he not speaking about profession, oh God. He said he loved the PM, he's a real nice guy. But people said he better than Bong to lie. I say, well, mister, you puzzling me. Because Bong to lie is an attorney. Well, the man get vexed and he start to cause. Take transformation in you shot A, and you could make yourself a big clown. And right about now, his boots on the ground. The man is a liar. He promised the nation before consultation that he close in MNIB. The man is a liar. He promised us to rent a plane and he come back and say he ain't renting the plane again. That man is a liar. He told us to take heed. He will control the weed. He will trap it in the ocean. That man is a liar. Yes, a big, big liar. I say that man is
is a liar. Morning, folks. Peace be with you. Real expressions for Friday, the 14th July, 2023. The 14th?
14.
The extension. I am sending out a special birthday greetings to Anne Harvey.
Alright, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Birthday to you. And I hope that today will be a special day. I hear from the grapevine school children say tomorrow you're having the shebang. Well, I don't know. I'll pass. Even if it's for the remainder. Anyway, enjoy your day today. And I hope that your loved ones will make it a special occasion for you. So once again, Anne Harvey, birthday greetings to you. Grenada still remains my constituency. RealFM is my parliament. And I'm the people's spokesman. Blessed and protected by the Ancient of Days. They say where shame is absent, anything could happen, like corruption and lies.
And I think this is how we describe our government. This is a real word. It's not made up. It has Greek origins. It is called a kakistocracy. Google it. Kakistocracy.
Surely you're making things up now.
Google it.
I mean, I love the word. What is the meaning?
Okay. You Google it, and you tell me the meaning. And tell me this does not adequately describe our government.
Now I'm typing into my work computer.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Kakistocracy. Kakistocracy. And give me the definition.
Literally, a government by the worst people.
Yes.
A government by the least suitable or competent citizens of a state. Okay? So full of the cocky people.
It's not
I
even
can't believe it's an actual word.
And it's not even an Afrikaans word you'd think where kak comes from. Hey?
Wow.
What do you call a parliament full of these people? A case.
He enjoyed that.
Igwe. How many would I call it? Igwe. A few weeks ago, maybe last week there was the RGPF had this press conference, and Mr. Vani Cohen indicated to the nation about a drop in the crime rate. But like if it's comic justice, because we know Eli, and all of a sudden, boom, boom, bam, the crime thing running up again. So Mr. Vani Cohen, you need to clear the air. But it's not Mr. Vani Cohen I want to address this morning. Because the national security apparatus, the most senior person in the national security apparatus in Grenada is the Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Deacon Mitchell. I'm calling on you, sir, to address the people and stop playing hide and seek. Stop playing, when you're small thing, you put your left foot in, you put your right foot out, you do the hokey pokey, then you turn around. That's what, stop playing the hokey pokey, Mr. Prime Minister, and come clean. Come clean and address the increase in crime incidents. And at the same time, you told the nation in the election campaign, all you're going to do so, call for calm among the populace, Mr. Prime Minister. So I hear I'm calling for calm among the population as relates to the incident in crime. Because even the RGPF coming on the air and lie and say crime drop. But everybody knows something different. I don't know if they're coming to prank the Grenadian people. Igwe, there's information to suggest that there were 2 gun incidents in this country where licensed weapons was involved in. Licensed gun in crime. So the Prime Minister and the Minister of National Security and the National Security Advisor and the Commissioner must speak. So when I speak on those issues, they say I'm trying to frighten people, but that is the reality of the situation. So Mr. PM, stop hiding. Stop playing peekaboo. Stop playing the hokey pokey and hide and seek. And come and address the nation on the increased crime incidents. Because I thought running country was meeting money in the treasury and paying retroactive pension and giving teachers money they didn't work for. All you feel that was governing the country. So hey, promises make, but you promise to keep the nation safe. Igwe, and presently the nation is not safe, Igwe. Mr. Prime Minister, you have work to do. You need to come. Address the nation on the incident of crime and tell the nations the plans or indicate to them you're taking a scientific approach to crime, even if it means you have to legislate certain things, because you know how to legislate things. You know how to go in parliament and rush down bills. So, if you really care, like I talk about the seed people, if you really care, Mr. Prime Minister, challenging you, you know. If you really care, Mr. PM, open your mouth and speak and stop hiding. Stop riding plane. And they still going on the airport and meet him. Igwe. When he come back with nothing. You don't even come, when you come out in Canada and why didn't ask him for some advice on how to fight the crime? Here. You come back with nothing. And they running on the airport and meet you. Like they laugh in the Grenadian public. Mr. PM, there's information to suggest that 2 gun incidents involve licensed weapons. Mr. Prime Minister, this is serious business. This is serious business. And like it's a joke for you, like it's a prank, you don't care. It's like the same thing how you talk about them people and them with sanitizing. You're some condescending. Igwe, there's information that last night the police was trying to accost some drugs and them meet up in accident and drugs men return fire on the lawmen. Igwe, I come here and I see how the Prime Minister and the national security apparatus within this country, men wouldn't have respect for the RGPF again. People say massacre trying to frighten people. But that is the reality of the situation. So last night, police could have dead. The men and them return fire.
I just seen somebody for this morning again. You know about something this morning?
You know?
In conference, don't we? Annex shooting again this morning.
Guns. And in some of them crimes, licensed guns. And people don't want nobody. And you ever set a man, they go in and still sing about NNP. All these things are them happening here, they don't say nothing. Igwe, what we see happening in Grenada with the crime is a direct result of failed leadership. Or as the Prime Minister likes to lead by avoidance, you know, Igwe. He rather AI write speech for him than he deal with the reality of the situation, you know. That is a failure of leadership. Call it whatever you want. At the end of the day, it comes down to a failure. And we want the population We see arrogance, inexperience, and no institutional knowledge is a problem. Added to no shame. Igwe, where shame is absent, anything could happen, like lies, corruption, crime, and all of these things and them happening in Grenada. Failed leadership. Mr. PM, please come out and address the crime and stop riding plane. Please, Mr. PM. It is your responsibility. You is the one accountable. The buck stop with you. You want to look nice and take out picture. Why the citizen under pressure? And we talk about the guns and what they come in the country and everybody say, oh, they making noise up. They know the guns being guns in, blazing. They even find gun on the police. So if the man find gun on the police, Igwe, who is me and you? And the Prime Minister remain mute. When artificial intelligence write his speech, no mention about the guns them. Igwe. The Prime Minister has stayed away too long from addressing the ills of the society presently. The crime, guns, it seems like he's clueless to what's happening. And whilst all this gun crime going on, men find gun on the police, license gun involved in the incidents. The Prime Minister still didn't care and I'm taking out picture. You understand what I'm going on? He don't care. But then they say, but then you have to realize them men and them Igwe. What they say about job don't care. Igwe, stay with me this morning, Igwe. Don't go and leave me.
I do it too.
They say job don't care. Yeah, job don't care. And the Prime Minister say job in cabinet, job in parliament. And then when you look at the opposition, it's scarecrow. Mr. PM, you stay away too long from addressing the situation. The National Security Advisor, you stay away too long. School children say you run in your mouth about your prison commissioner in the police force. Well, if you know that, fix it. Or advise the Prime Minister on the way forward with crime. Because information has surfaced where two of the incident licensed gun involved. That is a cause for concern. When licensed gun in crime incident is a serious matter for concern. And then last night they fire bullet against the police. And they still want we as citizens, the people's spokespersons, to do say nothing. They vexing when you speak. But that is the reality. Because I'm challenging any one of them to prove that no licensed gun was involved in any incident. To prove that they did not fire any gun bullet on the police. By me scared that tongue. You didn't care at all about taking out a set of picture people long here under pressure. You do addressing the situation. What this place coming to? What's this place coming to? I don't know. That is craziness. Craziness, Igwe. Excuse me. And up to this date, Igwe, the Commissioner of Police has not rolled out any strategic plan and objective for his tenure as Commissioner. How can you lead the men and women of the premier law enforcement body in the nation, Igwe, when they don't even understand what you are trying to achieve. Because you are not providing strategic leadership. That is why, Igwe, when I speak about the situation in this country, Igwe, I speak about the national security apparatus, which the Prime Minister, Minister of National Security, the National Security and the advisor, and the Commissioner of Police are the most senior persons. And all of them mouth zip, they mute. Vanny Cohen come in the conference and he still lie about the decreasing crime. And that messenger people don't believe in. So COP, if you have to send a messenger, don't send this guy. The people don't believe in him and boo crime. And we don't even get into the situation where some young ladies, beautiful young ladies, start to take their life. Mm-hmm. But Igwe, Real FM, the standard bearer and grader in radio, Real FM, on Tuesdays have a program, Mental Health. Mm-hmm. Because Real FM recognize that the people need help. So on Real FM with Claire, on Tuesdays, Mental Health, and she has brought in persons to speak. Even Dr. Pancho and them must be advising people. Because we recognize, as a radio, but they say, Real FM making noise. The day of they making noise. But Real FM recognize that there is a place and time for everything. And mental health issues is one thing. So when we speak at Real FM, we don't just come speaking because things happening. Long, we recognize that this is something concerning and something ought to be done. But nobody want to hear. They say noise Real FM making and so on. So Mr. Prime Minister, I'm calling on you. Stop the gamesmanship and complain. Speak to the nation about the crime situation and give them some cause for concern, or give them some cause for comfort by telling them you have a strategic plan, you're rolling out X, Y, and Z. You don't have to give the details of the plan anyway. And even if you have to legislate, like I say, if you feel guns, an offensive weapon is something, and you feel the penal for it is too low, and you want to increase the penal as a deterrent, you just go in Parliament and pass all kind of bill in 2 hours. So even though you have to legislate, the advice are giving you, go and do it. Treat with it. Then they are about taking out a set of picture. And when you go, you're coming back with nothing. The only thing you ever go and do away, you was in Canada. Here you go. He running the country. You know. He in Canada. $50,000 for the own thing. The tire man, $25,000. So I was in a discussion with a man and he come back to the freight and the amnesty. The man say, you realize who donated money to this thing and it's big business who get amnesty for tax, who get tax break. So this thing was an orchestrated thing. When they give amnesty, it wasn't intended for everybody. They know who. So men paying back their dues now, so yeah, they taking $27,000 and all kind of thing at the expense of the country. Mr. Prime Minister, you ought to know, and I've been slow and deliberate in discussing that Igwe. The national security apparatus is headed by the Minister of National Security, Deacon Mitchell. The National Security Advisor, this is somebody, some William Thompson. And the Commissioner, Mackenzie. All the 3 top persons in the national security apparatus. So the incidence of crime and the increase of crime falls solely at all your feet. All you can say, Keith Mitchell now. All you, when you holding papers with people to Right, the horse. You're the best lawyer. You must know some legal ways and scientific ways to treat with crime. But what we're seeing, failed leadership. You fail on all fronts. Because you don't have a strategy, whether scientific or bush strategy. You don't address any situation you're hiding. When you give a speech to the nation, you pretending that these things are them don't happening here. The gun crime, because Igwe, there was a time school children used to say, goods used to move from the port in the night. The persons around would wonder if them are bring all the guns, Igwe. Because they could have moved out guns too, not only goods.
I true what you're talking there.
So we want to know, Mr. Prime Minister.
Some of them die when everything moves in Julia.
It's a call for concern because when licensed weapons involved in crime, it's a sad state. When criminal find on the police, it's a sad state. When man shooting man all about willy-nilly, gunshot. Crime. You see, you have a place in Grenville called the fish market. You see, like every week they break in it. Since they have some new security. But by the fish market, yeah. When I live here Wednesday and past day, and since I read them men and them address me by the fish market, I say, so what do you have in the fish market here? That they break in it ever so often. A man say, but I don't know, because them men and them does deposit the money early by 2 o'clock in the day. And next man say, by Master Carl, you have some new security here. So maybe they don't know they deposit in the money. I say, well, that is not a matter for me, but I say I had to see that on the radio. So who going and break the fish market? Stop it.
Yeah, you don't know money there.
The money going since 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
So don't go and vandalize the place. Igwe.
Yeah.
We see once the social stability of the country get mashed up, crime could be the end product or the side effect. You know, in all the times, Igwe, they say Viagra was not intended for fellas to enjoy the bedroom. They say it was to treat something, but the side effect
is that what happening?
Yes. So right now, the side effect of the social decadence, the mashing up of the social safety net programs, is a direct correlation with crime. And we call it out all, Igwe. We didn't wait for it to start to happen. Since before the election, we on RealFM say, watch. If you because they're so beat up on the social safety net programs, calling them handout, we say, watch, in countries like ours, if you interfere with the social safety net programs, you go a problem. We say you go a crime. We call it out. They say they're in the bush up, they're making noise. But all those who don't make noise, they're giving no advice how to help the country. They give advice how to damage people, put your foot on the neck, take the work from them. So we came here, and me and Kennedy Boudlal, and we echo the sentiments of plenty people about the debushing. So we hearing from the grapevine, Igwe, that the debushing program will commence Monday. But they say they had the thing skewed 90-10. 90% pro government supporters and 10% the others. So every 10 person will get work in the debushing, 9 will be pro-government and 1 will be against. So 9 will be jab, and 1 will be scarecrow.
Okay.
Because so they have it. They say scarecrow is opposition and the party is jab. So jab. So you got jab in cabinet, jab in parliament, jab on the road. Was real jab.
Yeah.
Just jab.
Mass playing.
Jab all over. But whilst jab playing, crime increasing. Because the head jab don't care. Because jab don't care. Our job say, they don't care. One saltfish in their mouth, they're not spitting it out. They don't care. Mr. Prime Minister, I went at length to advise you because I don't want to only come and criticize you. He's a bright lawyer, the best lawyer in the East, as you call yourself. I don't know if he's a lawyer or a liar. I know. But all intention and purpose is your profession before you became Prime Minister. So you could legislate something to act as a deterrent. Not a punishment, like how you're punishing NNP people now, but a deterrent for crime. And address the nation. Be straight with the nation. Tell the nation what the thing though bright. But help is on the way. Tell the nation you have some scientific plans in all your travels. Whilst you're taking out picture, people came up to you and they advised you how to deal with it, how to treat with the crime. So you could say, I come out of way and I had discussions with people and they give me some advice. And the National Security Advisor, when he come back, I don't know if he come back yet, would come with some ideas. Instead of saying he had 3 prisons commissioner in the police force, come with some ideas to treat with. The weapons, the guns. Because Mr. Prime Minister, you spoke about guns one time. You say you don't believe in this thing, guns, with all fairness to you, but the guns on the increase. Like right now it's gun Dilero, gun Gallos. And that is a matter of concern for the citizens of this country, Igwe. But then again, where there is no shame, anything could happen like lies, corruption, crime. Boy, Igwe, tell the Prime Minister for me, Igwe, he might listen to you. Enough is enough. You stay away from the issue and the topic long enough. For a whole year, it's time you come and prove to the nation that you're not a failed leader. Because all that you're claiming to happen in the country, crime ruin it. And you, the National Security Advisor and the Commissioner, seems clueless as to what's happening. Because to date, the Commissioner, whether acting, whether in Hollywood or whatsoever, has yet to roll out his strategic plan and objective for his tenure as the Commissioner of Police. He has to do that to motivate the men. How can the Commissioner expect to lead men and women of the police force? Not boys and girls, because you do have police boys and police girls. You have police men and women of the premier law enforcement body in the nation, when they don't even understand what you are trying to achieve. So, Mr. Commissioner, you somebody I know. Please, what are you trying to achieve during your tenure as Commissioner of the Royal Grenada Police Force? Because crime is on the increase. Vanny gonna say crime is on the decrease. I never see something stupid so. As he say that, everybody realize, well, this guy is serious. Because if he coming in front, well, the man coming, people seeing him and he doing this thing. When people talk about the voice, no, they didn't see him. Men, they going on the notion, that song like him or that song like him. When the last commissioner talked about some investigation in Sunset City by Yanda Gate, about some and here going again, nobody didn't see him, so they could have said they making up that on him because up to now nothing no happened, so people could have said they make up that on him, man. But you come and people watching you and you're saying crime is only decreasing. Was the Commissioner of Police, say crime is only increasing? You ever see something so? Either a man trying to mess up the Commissioner or you want to take the Commissioner and walk or something. Okay, the Commissioner tell the nation crime is on the increase. And you, not the Commissioner, and you're telling people crime is on the decrease, something wrong. Folks, we'll take a break and be back. Igwe!
From the north, covering south, east, and west. This is Real FM.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantemelle in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
Do you know that you can lower your electricity bill by switching to energy-efficient appliances? By switching to energy-efficient appliances, you can help lower your energy usage. Your refrigerator, for example, is amongst the highest energy-consuming appliances within your home, as it remains running throughout the day and night. Switching to an energy-efficient refrigerator can lower your electricity bill by up to 40%. As an individual consumer, I cannot impact global fuel prices. However,
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
Carrico is the place to be, August 4th to the 7th, for the 50th year of the Carrico Regatta Festival. The Carrico Regatta Festival, which is the longest sailing event in the region, is celebrated under the theme, Timeless Culture on the Sea. Come join us for 4 days of exciting and competitive boat racing from Friday to Monday. Fun games, day and night parties, road marathon, Miss Teen Regatta, night boat cruises, the foreign artist show, donkey race, and greasy pole are some of the activities to look forward to. For more info, contact the Regatta Jooper on 473-443-7930. The Carrico Regatta Festival 2023, August 4th to the 7th. Sail by day, party by night. Carrico welcomes you.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Broadcast Broadcasting from the historical Parish Main Street, Certez, to your home, vehicle, and office. Today's hit music on Real FM.
You tell me candid, they too wicked, far too crooked. That is the frequent comment I hear. Too one-sided, underhanded, can't be trusted. This is the opinion yet again. For their own abuses, they keep making excuses. Housing crack up over. They unleash the lawyer, set up an inquiry just to get Kid Rowley. But they wouldn't sue the false paper screw. I don't need talk close to tell them go. Hurry, pack up your bundle now. Stop fooling the people. The country taking and beating. So maybe I repeating. Go. They're like a natural disaster. Now. 10 times worse than Ebola. Like a dog with fleas and tongue on their knees. And I'm begging, go now. And I did one week. Prophesy to the country. Streets turn into rivers, then into seas. Is why I'm singing. Now this is my humble petition. And if it ain't for election, go now, please. Accidental.
So don't worry your head too much about empty treasury. Empty treasury. We in the NDC, we have the exposure. We have had the exposure. Good? And we know what to do to find money, to look after the needs of our people. And as I have the mic, let me say, as we go around the country and we speak to our people, that's a topic that they always say to us, we go pay salary late and we don't know how to run a country. Tell them that we say we know how to run a country and tell them that we wouldn't pay salary late. All right? Tell them that affirmatively. We're not going to pay salary late and we know how to run a country.
Igwe,
Hey,
your people are get paid yet.
Mr. Andrew, that was you. Because you see, as you go up and down the country, that was a concern of the people. But you promised them heaven, you promised them streets of Jasper, mansion, 500 houses, permanent work trap, seaweed, pension. Everything you promised them and you convinced them. So they gave you the opportunity to govern the country. Well, fair enough. Because you tell them you know how to find money. So some questions need to be asked at this point, Igwe. First one. Mr. Andrew, did you budget monies in the base budget for the maintenance of the nation's roads? The reason I'm asking that, when we went to the estimates of revenue, we recognized how much monies that was budgeted for the maintenance road was low, Igwe, and since then, since the budget ready, Real and Real FM had our concerns about the road mechanics. In fact, they were fixing the road. Because we realized not enough monies was budgeted in the budget for. But then again, Mr. Andrew say, we know how to find money. So, Mr. Andrew, you maybe still know how to find money. I don't know. You might still intend not to pay salary late because you do pay it. So my humble plea, Igwe, is simply this. Find some monies to pay them men and them at paving the road. 6 fortnight is too much for men to be working without money. So, like I always say, a challenge in all you. Come out and prove that these people ain't getting their money every fortnight. Come out and prove. Tomorrow is Saturday. I could meet me downstairs RealFM to have a debate on that. Prove to me that all you're paying them men and them road mechanics and them. They feel like they want fixing the road. Because they're meeting me. They say, Master Kali is the only voice. Please, make a plea for us. Make a plea. I say, well, I'm duty bound to come on the radio and say that. But it is not surprising to me, Igwe. It is not surprising to me. Because the best budget did not cater for they say in that part of up here, Igwe, they say even the man what used to transport them and them to and from work leave because he don't get in pain. But as soon as he mail and ready, that same man even now give him a work to sell it. He say he leave work Igwe because he don't pay him.
But why they doesn't pay?
But these guys say they know how to find money. So, Igwe, where shame is absent, people could comfortably lie like that, Igwe. They could tell lies like that and like nothing. Corruption could happen. Take advantage on poor people's children. And nothing. So it brings me to this, Igwe. What is happening with us here in Grenada, Igwe? The next time you're having a social moment with Senator Britton, Queens, tell them to ask the job in the cabinet on the parliament for me. What is going on in this country, Igwe? Igwe, in recent days, man dead in land. What crime going on? You know? Man get shoot down so. What crime going on? Gun shot in conference, but crime going on. Man find gun by the police, but crime going on. Man losing their hand in Grand Mal, but crime going on. People house breaking, fish market breaking, but crime going on. Man running behind man in Cutlass in Grenville, crime going on. Vani say crime going on. Vani, please.
Not Grenada.
Stop that nonsense, Vani.
You don't live in here.
Stop it. You don't doing no favor to the situation. Because you're the criminal them, you're legitimizing them. So when they do that and you're still saying crime going on, they're doing more. And then, Igwe, I mentioned earlier on mental health issues and other issues. Because there's some people in Grenada, the majority, yes, I will say it, from the ruling party, what feel they are the repositors and the repository of every knowledge. So they boss social media by fake profiles and beating up on everybody. Once they believe you're not in the same political hue with them, they beat up on you and they don't care. They call you all kind of name. They say all kind of thing about you what they know. And when we see the situation now, you're still seeing some of them posting how they sorry. But all you what causing that? All you bullying people? All you doing programs calling people all kind of name? Lumpens, all kind of thing are you calling people? Go and sleep, all this, that. That's what all you doing. And then now, when we see what happening, they're saying how two nice ladies died. And they're making all kind of issues. Let's take the first caller. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Good morning, Master Call.
Yay!
What's going on, Solia?
Me day are you?
Yeah. I mean, my friend tell me that, you know, my friend, your friend,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
She give you a thing and say, oh, boy, that man bad for you, and that man like you, bad. That's the man talking you.
Okay.
Listen that. Well, we make them put out some camp.
Yeah, well, they are to listening.
Yeah, but Wednesday, a school child tell me, one person, they in foreign, you know. They go on holiday in foreign, you know. Right?
Mm.
And they get supervisor work.
So they have to come back now?
Call the next woman to pick the gang for her until she come back. She didn't foreign, you know. She didn't foreign on holiday. And she get road work already. And she didn't foreign. And she got a next friend. She got a next friend and to pick the gang for her until she come back. You see what's going on? Pure stupidness.
They say 90-10.
Yes,
they say every
yes.
10 person are go working in that gang, 9 supporting the ruling administration and 1 is a scarecrow.
Yeah,
9 job and 1 scarecrow in for every 10 person I work, 9 job, 1 scarecrow.
Yeah, because look at that. That to be true. Because look, the woman in foreign, the man on holiday in foreign, right? And she gets supervisor work, and she call a friend and she want to pick the gang for her.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So, are they listening?
You understand?
Yeah. Not to cut you, know, but
don't cut me, just go on.
Maybe
Cut and go.
asking them, what going on with the Queen shooting? Why is this scene?
No, we go talk about the Queen show.
I don't know what's going on with the Queen show. I don't know what's going on with it.
We go talk about the Queen show.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Back to the gangs.
yeah, man, they say the gang 9 is Corey.
9 is Corey and 1 scarecrow.
Yeah, 9 job. And 1 who they believe is a scarecrow. They don't know still. Now people are asking about the Queen show because they're blowing up my phone here. So let me just keep the people waiting. So give me about 5 minutes that we talk about the Queen show.
Mm-hmm.
So an article came out sometime last week. So NNP is back in power. Only 1 year after losing the election, we have received reliable information that the NNP is now totally in charge of running of the 2023 Queen Show. The lineup includes Miss Shoma Wells, Miss Brenda Battis, Miss Jenny Simon, and Mikey Hutchinson, the former youth officer of St. John's, among others. Where are the likes of Ricardo Kings Douglas and Uriah Peters, Mr. Culture Minister? Is NDC lacking talent so much so that NNP has been allowed to take over the running of the Queen Show? The NNP is putting a dent on the so-called transformational agenda. It is any wonder that Grandpa is going around telling people that the history of the NDC is only one term. You understand? Now, the author of that document is one of those writers set a diatribe in a weekly newspaper. Because when I talk about Public Service Commission, it does play you want to answer. So ask Public Service Commission, what is the situation with Mr. Vani Cohen? If he's still acting, June 28 passed, 1 year. If he's still acting, if they confirming him. I want that because they don't listen. So ask Public Service Commission. But let me do it. Queen Show.
Mm-hmm.
So if you view or they view you as an NNP, you have no part to play in the nation. But people join them, number 10 of them join them saying national unity, but you don't want national unity Queen Show. So NNP, so thing. And then the chairperson And all these people name called they resign from the Queen Show, so the Queen Show they in limbo. And they say the chairperson of this Queen committee use her own initiative to get funding. But here is lack of institutional knowledge, arrogance, inexperience, and stupidity. The Minister of Culture asking them people and them out how they spending money when he don't even know what's going on. He don't know the people get their own sponsors for the Queen and using their own facilities to train and to get the people and them ready for the Queen Show. Miss Simon and them have their own studio. And how the Queens get thing and they have experience. Shoma Wells, Miss Brenda Batty, they don't ordinary. Them not no piece in the tail. Mikey Hutchins, none of them not no piece in the tail. But here they say, they calling him, and then they call Toonman, Ricardo King Douglas, and the hospital. So you see how they put in people against people. So they say this set is NNP and this set is NDC.
So hire them.
Yeah.
And you go see Tata.
So they mash up the Queen Show. From a government was saying about inclusion, you know. But here what happened. But when I saw that article, I immediately tried to contact some of the persons name mentioned in the article. I said, what going on with all you? And one of them said to me, Master Carl, that person write the article, he don't write that on his own volition. They tell him to write that. So when I hear the minister asking out money and things, it was surprising me. Because all of them taking chain up, you know. Because that minister, you remember the Ralpho?
Oh, that minister?
He should have gone in jail. But they save him. They call and say, don't take no action. Money go come next week and Monday and Wednesday money come. So he had to do the biddings. We have some clip to play today again too. Some eye-opening clip from them. So they mash up the only organize something. Because I hear a man talking some stupidness about March Gras. They're busy to sing about NNP. But they can't even organize competition, March Gras. And the only one in Grenada, the Queen Show. They say, nah, this thing too organized. NNP people organize this thing too good. Let me mash it up.
So we have
and we own people.
So we have no Queen
I
Show.
don't know if they have in Queen Show, but if the main set of people has withdrawn,
you feel it.
It don't make much sense. But then again, they always know how to do things better. So the Queen Show has become a NDC thing. Political interference. The minister lack of institutional knowledge, arrogance and inexperience, he asking out money. So that is the situation at the Queen Show.
So I wonder if the judge and the artist are them like that too.
They might, what I mean?
Well,
listen who go make the final in Calypso. Listen. For the like small acts and them no making nothing.
No, they.
By the 10th alone, the 10 they reaching and the car roots man and Kelly and sing a song, them men no reaching. There you go. Them men no reaching there. And that is the situation of the Queen Show. Because persons wanted to know the Queen Show. Yeah, that's what they do to it. They rest the greasy hand on the Queen Show. And they mash it up. So you see, we back to the road thing. So they hit the call to the road gang where they say, you know what? You continue to pressure them in NP. So every 10 persons we pick, 9 is persons we know is our people. And we go just rush and roll there with the next one. Just put the name in a thing, spin it around, just pull out one. And you hear the caller, I don't know the caller, see you have information with somebody in foreign lands. And they still get, but I say, no, they don't know that people travel. That kind of song, strange Igwe. And they're asking people to pick gang. How long shall the wicked do this stupidness Igwe? There will come that time streams will turn into river. River run down in the sea. Pay the road mechanics the money. 6 fortnight is too long. Because all you say, all you know how to find money. Because the people ask all of that question. You know. They say, but all it doesn't pay. They give the people blessed assurance, payment is there. They know how to find it. Now, we find. But we don't, I'm not surprised, but when you go to the best budget, the allocation for the road maintenance was very low, and I had my concern since then. And to see if they go say if NNP had a budget for that again. Because they will say that. You know. They'll go and say NNP had a budget like how they talk about the 150 with the seed. You know. A man say, he listen to Miss George talking about the seed program, and he say, Miss George say when she hand over the report to Mr. Taylor, so they say he watch it up and down, he run through it like he looking for some PTS because they are constantly taking out PTS. He don't read it. Like some PTS, he Donald Trump the thing. So tell us what, do better than that, man. Do better than that. So, we call on the road maintenance, so it's only people from their party what have children and things to go to school and need something. The rest of people in grade and nothing for them. Igwe. Igwe, I want to touch a little bit on the recent state of suicide in this country. And once suicide has certain components or certain things you ought to look for. Igwe. How the rope was tied, where the rope was tied. The liver mortis, blood dripping down. You don't want people to kill somebody somewhere and then go and hang them and next place. So I hope a thorough investigation in neck, bone, was it broken? The mechanics of hanging. Anything was disturbed. Any urination or discharge. There are certain things you have to look for. I'm not the repository of every knowledge, but I'm just showing that out. Senior Igwe. You have a call? Let's take it.
Yeah, me again. When I listen to the lady give the manager at the seed program, the piece are taking the most. When NP come in 2013, all NDC supporters that was in the ministry, they never moved them in.
No.
They was promoted in. The lady said them people was promoted, and NP never moved them from the company. They was promoted.
But listen to nonsense. As the government come, the permanent secretary tell them the situation, the program corrupt. I don't know how she know it.
Yeah, because the lady said, everybody hear that. They will have meeting and come.
But it's strange that they don't doubt in these things on them. I ain't hearing them saying nothing. I heard Mr. Taylor what saying I lie. Only 10 minutes he had to offer for poor people in Regatta. And
well, that man don't read the data, he don't read nothing.
But hear what? Ras, them men and them boasting that they add 700 people to a program designed for the poorest of the poor. So if 1 year you have to add all that people what assaulting.
Yeah, people can move poor. But you say
and the bright people among us, or those so-called bright, or those people and them what get the opportunity people like me and you didn't get. They don't bright. They just get opportunity. They clap when they say they add 700 people to a program designed for the poor.
Yeah.
That the government we have here.
Look, and before
Rasta, all by your side last night, man find bully behind police.
Yeah, I hear that.
And the man don't say nothing. You have in crime thing where license gun information is all they showing license gun is used. The man don't say nothing. Yeah. Man going in the garden and dead. The man don't say nothing.
we were saying from day one. You touch the social programs.
I used to always beat up on that. I warn them, I say, as I mash it up, crime go up.
Yeah. Must. Yeah, man, so like, we just keep doing what we're doing. Well, you know that, man, I be, most of them I don't call, but most of them I listen. Because I listen to your all thing just to campaign.
Yes, man.
Because you have people that can't get station properly, so
yeah.
The people are calling me and asking what going on, so I have to do them. Yeah, man, bless them.
So, Igwe, you see them programs and we have to feed that information to artificial intelligence. So next time he go there to get his speech, they go know about green. And they go give him the real deal.
They go put in.
Igwe, our 2 clips there with the Minister of Culture around Redhead.
Which one you want for? The long one?
Yeah, because he should have been for the RAV 4, he should have think what he think. Yeah. But because I want to play him in his own words, and then we go unpack it. Let me play.
What you need to establish as the individual is your commitment to the people. So first and foremost, you ain't going in there to get anything. I heard the leader of the other party said on platforms in Carriacou and other places that you ain't had nothing, help yourself first and so on. But I can guarantee you, every candidate on the National Democratic Congress is in ownership of a piece of property, right? Whether we purchased it, whether it was given, we are in ownership of a piece of property. We have built our individual success separate and apart from politics. So we are not going into politics to get anything. And let's establish this. My ability to pay for my studies was on an independent basis, right? I worked to do so, and I still do. I am a small business owner. I do graphic designs, for example, and I have been able to create my independence to pay for my studies. No government didn't give me nothing. So the point is, these are the principles you expect members of parliament to have, because you're not going in there to pull your pockets. When you say and make the pronouncement that you are ready to serve, people must be able to scrutinize you. Now in life, everything you do, you don't want to brag about it. And you have to be careful about that. But at the end of the day, what you need to ensure is that when you go into office, you are doing this solely on the basis to serve, and all the other things that comes after is only going to be additions and is not the primary reason. I'll give you another example of how we are committed to transparency. The screening process that the National Democratic Congress embarked upon to get its candidates involved the declaration of our assets, right? So the party and the party's leadership has an appreciation of the assets that candidates currently have, and will ensure that when you are leaving, you're not going to be a millionaire as a result of using your office connections, but it's because you had business and the salary of a minister, etc., government minister, etc., contributed ultimately to the liquid part of your assets. But I mean, I don't want to get into too much details, but I'm telling you that we are fully committed to this process of being transparent with the people, making it abundantly clear. These are the things we have. And to
Yeah, Carl?
Yes. Morning.
Hello?
Aye.
Yeah, that's not true. I don't know if I'm deviating a bit, but...
No, man.
Okay.
The extension, anything goes.
Now, the Prime Minister invoked the spirit of Maurice Bishop. Now, I've been thinking about it. And since NDC come in power, we have this thing about guns coming into Grenada. All in the customs. In fact, a man was brave enough when the customs officer discovered he had guns in a barrel, he tell them a gun missing.
Yeah.
And what I've noticed is happening now is this. There seems to be something going on where the government or whoever is responsible for the renewal of firearm license, I think they are vetting people. At the end of the day, only NDC supporters want to have firearm license.
Yeah, that's the plan.
I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. Let us check ourselves, invoke the spirit of Maurice Bishop,
As soon as NDC get in power, a lot of guns started coming in Grenada. And up to now, you're seeing it because he's shooting.
And your license gun involved in some of them things.
When you go to renew your firearm license, you get your business fixed one time. I know people over a month, they apply for renewal and up to now they cannot get response because them is NNP supporters.
Yes.
So check that in. Check that. You have connection with the police. Check and see what's going on.
Alright, okay. So, Igor, Mr. Redhead say they committed to the people. But that stink way of showing commitment to the people. When Dr. Keith Mitchell won the nation, he said these fellas have nothing, they're looking for a walk. And they go check on themselves first before they check on anybody else. People say, oh, he did thing. So, Andy and Lako, even the man who see that run, talk to Andy and Lako because you see all kind of thing. A question to the Prime Minister, one of the school child tell me to ask him, if he bought any land in the last year, a school child said to ask the Prime Minister, but Mr. Tell us what you're listening, so ask him. And then you go send the message for me. Them ain't talking about transparency. Igwe. They're afraid to come to any media persons except those what they in bed with. They're talking about transparency. Well, Ron, ask the Prime Minister for me to be transparent about the CBI program. Ron, be transparent about the RAV4, the black one. And ask Andy Williams to be transparent about GDB. Ask Mr. Lacrette to be transparent about GDB. Ask Mr. Telesford to be transparent about the chicken farm and the financial institution with the 10 million. We're talking about transparency. Ask Mr. Dennis Conn to be transparent about the CBI. Because you say they should be transparent. That your words, not mine. You, the National Democratic Congress, christened the word transparency. Let me take that call. Howdy.
Good morning, Massacre.
Yay.
My
How you doing?
Phone cut off. She'll call back.
So, he say to pick candidate, they vet people and they know the liability. How come I didn't know about Andy? How come I didn't know he owe all these people and he didn't pay him and he was delinquent with the same GDB on a loan? Ron, what does do all? All you must lie?
Bound to lie.
Howdy.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Hey, Cliffy.
Yeah. Mr. Carl.
Hey.
How are you?
A good man.
Okay. Miss Kate Lewis said to us 2 days ago that the contract for the Simon Cultural Center has been given back to the contractor.
The original one?
Yes.
Okay.
With minor
alterations. So how did the bad mouth in the contract that will add up?
I would want to know what are the minor
Alterations
that made and where the big blunders that the minister was accusing the government, the last government for. So I would like that to be public. Also, you just said that you just read a play a clip there where the cultural minister said that they are transparent, and when they went, every one of them, when they went into the party, declare asset. Who have they declared asset to? I would want to know, so that John public could could know. Because if you declare your asset to the party, that's a private matter.
Mhm.
We wouldn't be aware of it. The public wouldn't be aware of it. The public wouldn't know that you have a motor car. The public wouldn't know that you have a house.
But here the big joke. When they had to go before the Integrity Commission to declare their asset, they're asking for time.
Yeah, I remember that also. So
Anytime these guys are, that's why the man doesn't want to come and talk to the nation because they know people go fong them out in.
So I think it's important that we know who that asset was declared to. Because if it is something within the party, John Public doesn't have any dealings with it. Until you say so somewhere along the line, I'm not satisfied. Then I listened to Mr. The Minister of Finance now.
Mr. Cornwall?
Mr. Cornwall, I listened to he and Callister. And the impression I get from him is that things are fine. They are reaching all the financial commitment. They are making money. They stand well. They're going to lose some money from the citizens by investment because they take off the Russian name, and they will not be doing business with the Russians. So they're going to lose some money there. But you think they have enough to keep the ball afloat.
But how come they don't pay them and walking on the road 6 fortnight now?
Well,
with their money.
Again, that is where the opposition comes in. The opposition has to be on top, and I must give the opposition, the NMP, a credit for all that. I think they have woken up. Definitely have woken up, and I give them a clap on that. I see a lot of movement is taking place now with the NMP, right? But there are questions that must be asked, and we can't get the questions go to the parliament. So I don't know what a source the government, the opposition could use, but there's a lot of questions to be answered, right? Because if you listen to Ms. Callister and the Minister of Finance, you will believe that Grenada is in heaven, right? Based on what he said. Because he said, again, that the government is not going to study people that are balling for the 150 are taken out. The man actually used those words, that the government is not going to study these people. That's a dangerous word. But here you say that they're boasting that they put in 700 names. How much did they take out? If you put in 700, how much that was there that should not be there that they take out? And if you put in 700, it means that you have a lot of people and you have a lot waiting to go on the list again. So there are a lot of questions that should be asked, in my opinion. So we have some more questioning to do.
But Clifford,
yes, sir.
The seed program is basically for the poorest of the poor and persons who need help.
Yeah, I accept.
How could a government say they're doing well and you have to put 700 people on that program?
That's why I'm asking, how much did they take out?
I don't even checking out the take out. We know they take out, but if you have to,
it's important to know. If you take out, if you put in 7 and you take out 2, who are the person that they take out?
But Clifford, you know, I don't think you pick up where you're going with that. You know, if the program is for the poorest of the poor, those you have to help, and a government within 1 year what say is doing well, had to put 700 people on it. That means you're not doing good.
That's what
Simple.
That means you have a lot of people out there that is not in a good position.
That means you're not doing good. So you can't boast and say you're meeting your obligations, and then you're telling me the situation become 700 people have to come on that program. And mind you, that program they so beat up on it.
Yeah.
Because the Prime Minister say if the last government they care about the people, they should have make it 650. So he so care about it that he take out 150.
Well, that's what the gentleman said, that why they beating up on that the government don't have to study that.
Let me tell you something. When we growing up, and I sure you hear that already, they say what anything school children say and young people say, take it seriously. When a drunk man say something, take it seriously. So if a drunk man say that they don't warn the people. Bet you like they don't warn the people saying for it.
Well, I don't know if he's a junk man. Sir.
I didn't say he's a junk man. You know. I say school children. Don't say what I don't say. I say school children and young people just speak facts. Anything they say, take it seriously.
No, but there are some concerns, and I'm not satisfied that our ministers answering the questions appropriately that is placed to them.
Because when they going to answer the question, people are asking follow-up questions.
Yeah,
so the Prime Minister say they have to recuse. He and the President Minister of Finance will have to recuse it. The next question has to be, how much time you recuse yourself?
He said about twice.
And then the next question had to be, in those times you recuse yourself, what was the outcome of that matter? You just have some question not natural to ask.
But
you don't have to go in no big school to know that.
Yeah, and even though you move up yourself, it doesn't mean that actions, you will influence the action. You could still influence the action are taken.
Because remember, other persons who go sit in that meeting is one with the RAV4.
Yeah, so...
One would get 2.3 million, one would get 1.7 million, one would owe 10 million. So if all these people are still there, you don't expect they go do something what the one what say they want to happen.
Exactly.
That not no rocket science, you don't have to go in no school. You don't have to work with the briefcase or certificate to know that.
Let me tell you what happened before I go. We was on the estate working at once, and the manager sent to call the watchman at his home. The overseer went and called the watchman. A little boy, the son of him, say, Daddy said to say, you know, the watchman, the overseer went back and tell the manager that a little boy tell him that the father said to say, you know, he say, you don't hear what the boy say. Go back and the manager tell him, you don't hear what the boy say. Go back and he go back. Tell him, the father come after. He say, I said, I call you, said to say that you're not there. He say, Charlie, the little boy didn't hear what I say.
Yeah.
I close in with that.
But that happen in Parliament, you know, when big dogs see, they tell the man you hear big boys and he agreeing.
Yeah. He say in Jubilant, she might have said that.
You know, youthful
and he leave it
there.
Yeah, she might have said that. She might have said that. But when you play the tape a million times, you don't have no might again. The tape didn't say no might. But I heard two persons speaking yesterday in a news clipping, saying that things are bad, while the minister said that people are living happy and everything is good because the money that was given to them, the 75 million, a lot of people spend these monies wisely. That's what the minister said. The Minister of Finance said that.
Well, if the Minister of Finance came into office in June, and by September, October, he get $2,000 increase on his salary, he must say things nice.
Well, he answered to that, you know. He answered to that too. He said the $2,000 is for the traveling, for them not to take, they're not taking gas in the police station again. And they have to travel the whole island to do the work, and they are walking. He said people are seeing him all about. That's what he answered.
And how they do say, and the 600 what they used to get already still there? These guys and them, the truth abide at not, you know.
That's
people.
why I'm saying that we're not getting the answer that is needed.
Because they don't want to, when they ask him about the travels, and they say he don't have the information too. So how could you believe this guy? When you walk in the ministry, how much money government pay for travel? He can answer. He don't know. When you playing dam, he don't know.
And you're getting $2,600 for traveling.
And you're getting 2,000 tax free. You're giving us 500, you say, but you take out 90, so 410 they getting. But you are door walking, liming on the carnage right through. $2,000 to lime on the carnage.
Take care.
All right, Clifford, have a nice day.
Daddy said to say you do day.
Yeah, you have a next clip with the Honorable Ron.
Rest it on you know.
We are committed to ensuring the Freedom of Information Act is going to be passed under a National Democratic Congress government so that members of the media themselves, once it's in line with the ambits of the law, will be able to get information like that and not be sued if they speak about it. It's time for the public to know what our public officials are doing on their behalf.
Mr. Redhead, it's time for us to know how much money Mr. Andy Williams really get from GDB. It's time for the public to know how much money the Jonathan Lockred get from GDB. It's time for the public to know, Mr. Ron, what is the true story with the RAV for. It's time for us to know, Ron, how much advisors you have. Because one time we're hearing two, you saying one. It's time for us to know, Ron, what is the true scene with the Citizen by Investment program. It's time for us to know how much money did Mr. Cornwall and the Prime Minister make from CBI when being agents for the last year. It's time for us to know what is the true situation with this government as it relates to crime. It's time for us to know what is the true situation with the SEED program and when was the audit conducted and what did the audit report say. It's true and it's time, Mr. Redhead, for all to come clean. And if all can come clean, just go. Go now. Go. Because you say our transparency. Play that clip again, because people, some of them supporters just say that not you. Play it again, lady.
We are committed to ensuring the Freedom of Information Act is going to be passed under a National Democratic Congress government so that members of the media themselves, once it's in line with the ambits of the law, will be able to get information like that and not be sued if they speak about it. It's time for the public to know what our public officials are doing on their behalf.
You pay pension, you give teachers money they don't work for. When you pass in the Freedom of Information Act, Mr. Redhead, because I could go one day and do it. Let's take the call.
Hello?
Howdy.
Mr. Carl, morning.
Hey, you good?
Oh, we did it, Papa.
We did it? According to them Jamaican, we did it.
Yeah, we did it. I listened when Claudette giving the lecture about the CBI program.
Okay, the changes they want to see.
I listened it, and Mr. Thomas sitting there with her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if people are walking chicken, you know?
They're tricking themselves.
That trick they're walking, you know, they're saying that so that I can beat up on it again, you know. I don't realize that. They're doing their thing behind closed door. So when they come on radio and they say what they're saying, remember, I don't believe them, but they're doing their thing behind closed door. When I see that, I say, you see that? That all lie. Because if it was, they coming on, they're saying that, so I look at, if I look here, it is not true. And it's a true saying. I listen them. I sit down yesterday evening and listen Janie. And Janie saying she's not an LMP, she's not an NDC. But she giving LMP the plus. Because when they take all LMP thing and they giving, and they want LMP thing to get for them to get plus, but they don't do nothing. All what LMP doing is that's what they want, you know. That is the plus they want, you know, but they don't give, because up to now they don't have a new pro. What is that new pro? Set from June last year to June this year, what is the new program they have?
Making people go.
Oh shit.
Taking the 150.
Master Carl, if you listen what's going on in this Grenada, you are not afraid to stay inside the house, neither walk the street.
So what you do? You go have to go in the air then?
It's joke. Because I just don't understand what society is. You know what? You don't listening what's going on? Huh? Are you taking this thing and then make simple things? I bet you if was Dr. Mitchell the day, you see the former Prime Minister coming and beat him out on the air and saying the national security not care about the country.
The man say people walking around with a smile.
He alone are doing that.
I don't know. Well, I don't seen people doing that. I don't know.
He alone are doing that. People walking with a smile. Only he alone. Only he alone. When he say thing, he have to know what he's saying because it's he alone are doing this thing and that. The man know nothing no going on. Check. I'm not living right in Amity. How much people don't hear in him, they don't see in him, he never associate with nobody. I don't care what they want to say. I read and I say it.
All right, Carl, have a blessed day.
All right.
I will take a break here, folks, and be back.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful. I say we have to prepare to meet the challenges of life without fear. Greed and jealousy, hatred and envy, man, you have to move with care in that jungle out there. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. How you move when you're moving, which direction you going. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk. Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
In your search for happiness, you gotta leave a little room for loneliness. More things could happen all of a sudden before you realize it's only a disguise. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. With what you do and how you're doing it. If you do, when you're doing it, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
corruption that's going on. Staying alive, trying to survive, that is how it is today. So as you go along your way.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest news update produced by Triple N. Details when we get back.
Grendek Community Partnership Initiative.
The classrooms that were refurbished as a result of this project really were not conducive to installing ICT into the classroom. Many of the windows were not functional. The security to the actual rooms themselves were insufficient. At the Maribor campus, the roof was also termite infested. The college is extremely appreciative of the contribution of Grendek to this project to really enhance learning through the use of information and communications technology.
Welcome back. Locally, the surveillance unit of the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs is aware of and is closely monitoring the first reported confirmed case of the monkeypox virus in the Caribbean island of Trinidad and Tobago. In the region in Trinidad and Tobago, UE Roytech launches Pathway to Success program. We get more in this report.
Over a 4-week period from July 17th to August 11th, 160 students will benefit from the UE School of Business and Applied Study, UE Roytech's latest initiative, Pathway to Success. Students will receive valuable information into promising careers within the fields of marketing, human resources, information technology, finance, and entrepreneurship. President of Western United Credit Union and corporate sponsor Mark Ferret lauded UE Roytech's vision to assist students on their various career pathways.
And this is where Yuri Roytech, answering the call of the students as they say and as they enter from a very tender position and saying, but I do not know how to speak. I am going out in the workplace. I don't know how to operate. Here is Yuri Roytech, now acting as a vehicle of molding, mentoring, and guiding them into their path of who they really are as individuals.
The program is open to students awaiting Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate, CSEC, and Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination, CAPE results. The initiative will also expose students to UE Roytech's academic programs, namely the Associate Degree in Management and Associate Degree in Information Systems Management that students can qualify for with CSEC or CAPE. Port of Spain Mayor Joel Martinez encouraged the students to make the best of the program and take advantage of the opportunities to network with each other.
You never know where you land up when you do what you do. You always have to dream, think, innovate, encourage, be dynamic about what you do, because you never know where you're going to land up.
Around the globe, the International Criminal Court investigates violence in Sudan's Darfur. Here are the details.
The International Criminal Court has launched an investigation into a surge in hostilities in Sudan's Darfur region, the court's top prosecutor told the United Nations on Thursday. That includes reports of killings, rapes, arson, displacement, and crimes affecting children. Ethnically motivated violence has escalated in Darfur since mid-April. That's after a power struggle exploded between Sudan's regular army and the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, or RSF.
Concerning the killing of 87 ethnic Masalit.
In a report to the UN Security Council, the ICC's prosecutor Karim Khan confirmed investigations covering crimes in various parts of Darfur. That includes the West Darfur city El Geneina. There, witnesses have reported waves of attacks by Arab militias and the RSF against the non-Arab Masalit people. On Thursday, the UN's Human Rights Office said at least 87 people, including ethnic Masalits, were buried in what it described as a mass grave in West Darfur. It added that there was credible information that the Rapid Support Forces were responsible. RSF officials denied any involvement, saying the group was not a party to the conflict in West Darfur. The RSF was formed out of the Janjaweed militia that helped the government crush a rebellion by mostly non-Arab groups starting in 2003. Under a 2005 UN Security Council resolution, the ICC's jurisdiction is limited to the Darfur region.
And in sports, USA forward Christian Pulisic has completed his €20 million move from Chelsea to Italian club AC Milan. Pulisic, 24, has signed a 4-year deal with the Serie A side with the option of a further year. He scored 26 goals in 145 games at Chelsea and played in 2021 Champions League final win over Manchester City. However, Pulisic became surplus to requirements at Stamford Bridge, scoring only once in his final season. This ends the latest bit of news. Thank you for listening.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour. Broadcasting from the historical Parish Main Street, Certez, to your home, vehicle, and office. Today's hit music on Real FM.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Spice Mass is on, and the NLA is granting you free access. From July 15th to August 12th, every time you spend $12 in the purchase of Playway, Pick 3, Cash 4, and Lotto games, you can win free access to all Spice Mass shows, all major private shows, and Monday Night Mass packages. Look for the words Spice Mass winner on your gaming tickets, and access is granted. Guaranteed. Simply redeem your winning tickets at the NLA's office on Grenville, Grove Street, or the Coronage for free access to all the big carnival events. Over 380 free access will be granted. The more you spend $12 on the daily games and Lotto, the more chances you have at winning free access to carnival events. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. NLA, the only diamond sponsor for Spice Mass 2023.
I remember when this beach was really wide, a place to picnic and play cricket.
And we used to go up to the end to get away from all the people. Now all the beach gone.
Coastal erosion. When the sea starts to come in and take the land away, everyone loses something.
Granny, look how the waves are washing right under that house.
Coastal erosion. It's a hazard. Hazards. Take control. Reduce your loss. What can you do to help stop coastal erosion? For one, don't drive four-wheel vehicles on seaside dunes. They loosen sand and destroy binding vegetation, causing erosion. Find out more about coastal erosion and other hazards at your local disaster office. A message from your National Disaster Office and Sedera.
Spice Mass is on, and the NLA is granting you free access. From July 15th to August 12th, every time you spend $12 in the purchase of Playway, Pick 3, Cash 4, and Lotto games, you can win free access to all Spice Mass shows, all major private shows, and Monday Night Mass packages. Look for the words Spice Mass winner on your gaming tickets, and access is granted. Guaranteed. Simply redeem your winning tickets at the NLA's office on Grenville, Grove Street, or the Coronage for free access to all the big carnival events. Over 380 free access will be granted. The more you spend $12 on the daily games and Lotto, the more chances you have at winning free access to carnival events. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. NLA, the only diamond sponsor for Spice Mass 2023.
TV just got smarter. Introducing Hub TV from Flow. Enter the new era of entertainment with a voice-activated remote. No need to remember your favorite channels. Just say it and see it. That is, if you could pick something. Because now you get live video on demand plus all your streaming services together in one wireless box. It's time to experience entertainment the smart way. Visit in-store or online at discoverflow.co for more info.
If you're looking to improve or maintain your health, look no further. We have a general practitioner right here on Main Street, Certez in the Quasi. Dr. Regatta, a gynecologist and surgeon who specializes in women's health. She offers lab tests, blood, pap smears, prostate cancer, and stool tests. We now have a portable EKG machine that gives you accurate readings by using just 2 fingers. And that's not all. If you're suffering from any respiratory conditions such as asthma, bronchitis, COPD, or seasonal allergies, we have a nebulizer machine that can safely treat these. Consultation for pregnant women from beginning to end. Surgeries, which includes hysterectomy, tying of tubes, vaginal shrinking, removal of uterine fibroids, vaginal warts, hernias, and C-sections. She also specializes in diagnostic and therapeutic DNC, abnormal bleeding. Eye testing is also available at the clinic by appointment only with Dr. Mabel Berita's Lugo. They are in collaboration with Alice Labs, located in St. George, opposite the Excel Plaza. Walk-ins are accepted. You can also call for an appointment at 423-3352 or our landline at 444-4272. That number's again 423-3352 or 444-4272. Put your health first.
From the north, covering south, east, and west. This is Real FM.
You tell me candid, they too wicked, far too crooked. That is the frequent comment I hear. One-sided, underhanded, can't be trusted. This is the opinion, yes again. For their own abuses, they keep making excuses. Housing crack up over. They unleash the lawyer, set up an inquiry just to get Kid Rowley. But they wouldn't sue the false paper screw. I don't need to come close to tell them, bro. Pack up your bundle now. Stop fooling the people. The country taking and beating. So me plea are repeating. Go. They're like a natural disaster. Now. 10 times worse than Ebola. Like a dog with fleas and tongue on their knees. And I'm begging food. Now we and I did one week. Prophesy to the country retreating.
Like that one, fellas.
Yes, he go back. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning.
Morning to you.
Yeah. I want to say something this morning, no? Right now, Grenada is upside down. Everything right now in Grenada is politics. So sad that the campaign done a year and something ago, and we are still campaigning. Yeah? The Prime Minister and his ministers, all of them are liars. And the supporters of them, they don't see where they are going wrong. And it's so sad. Yeah? Look, the Prime Minister talk about the 500 houses he's going to build and swimming pool. The Prime Minister say he never said that. I listened to the program yesterday with Classroom. Classroom only play the clips with the houses, but they don't play with the pool, the swimming pool. So you have to go back and recheck of the things what he said. Yeah? The Prime Minister came in here on Monday and Tuesday, and the whole cabinet was on the airport. In history, first time I see that in my born life. that he travel and he come back here and his security. Number 10, hug the Prime Minister like if she's in the church when the priest says kiss the bride. What a shame. She should have put a mask in her face to go on the airport to meet that Prime Minister. I don't know what I don't know really what she means. Because in the campaign, she said on the podium that that is her last in government. But I understand she gets big money, pension money, because she was about for 3 or 4 terms, I don't know. So that is why she loves the Prime Minister so much. But anything in the dark, it does come out in the light. And the Prime Minister believes it, yes and no, he believes in cult. Believe me, yes and no. The ministers and them cannot speak on their own. They might speak of something now, and they will say the rest are going to leave it for the Prime Minister. You are the minister, you know what you are doing. You have to speak and see what you have to say. The Prime Minister cannot have control over all the ministers. That is not right. During the NNP time, NDC working, NNP working, not only in NDC, and if they know that you're a supporter of the NNP, you cannot get nothing to do. What a shame with we here in Grenada. That was not what the Prime Minister preached when he went into government or when he was having a campaign. He do a lot of promises. That is why the people vote for him, because they think he was talking the truth. But they have to remember the past and the present NDC are the same. The name didn't change. We are in a sad condition here in Grenada. Very, very sad. I don't know how we're looking at it. And they say, well, making nice. I'd like you to continue making the nice. Let me know what is going on. They can't tie your mouth, but they could tie the other's mouth. And you don't have only number 10, you know, you have number 11 too. But hold on now while I'll go hear it later. The past NNP, number 11. Hold on, you'll go to hear it later. We're in a sad condition here in Grenada. We are going down a slippery drain. I don't know who was saying it, but my eyes is open wide and listen to all the programs. All the programs. And I like when Mr. Scott giving them live and direct. If they can't wake up, they're already sleeping harder. And continue on making the nice. Let we know what is going on. If I wasn't making nice, we have some stupid and only taking going on because we don't know what is going on. So I'm really happy for the nice they say you all making. I feel happy for you all to make nice.
Right,
and number 10, she don't feel it yet. She don't feel it yet.
She don't heard it.
And if I was there holding that program, every minute I hold the program, I'm playing, she plays from what you say about the NDC. They show and the boss and finish her. She preached so nice. Oh, I was what I want in the NNP. But she have no sin to cast the first stone because she's the greatest. But when you call yourself a Christian, you have to be a Christian. Those who worship you must worship you in spirit and in truth. There is some faith and some failures. Have a blessed day. Take good care. Bye-bye.
All right.
Igwe, the last clip by Ron Redhead, play it again for me, please.
Where is it?
Will you take the call?
Yeah.
We are committed to ensuring the Freedom of Information Act is going to be passed under a National Democratic Congress government so that members of the media themselves, once it's in line with the ambits of the law, will be able to get information like that and not be sued if they speak about it. It's time for the public to know what our public officials are doing on their behalf.
You have a call?
Yeah, we do.
Let's take a call.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Hi.
Master.
Hey.
Morning, how you do?
Me there, you?
Igwe.
Hey.
What's up?
Adi?
Morning to RealFM listeners. Master Carl, the last caller. I don't know if she was in my thoughts, in my mind, to know what I was thinking about. But I wouldn't say surprised, but I was like, wow, exactly what I was thinking about, that is what you spoke about. But I would put it that way, Master Carl. NDC just cannot change. for those of us who would have been around and know from the first NDC come down, they cannot change. So even that group now would have changed their clothes, buy and show how many suits they could buy and whatnot and whatnot. Change they remove the old heads and they come in very youthful. But what is in them is in them. Let's look at that word habit. We would have heard about it before. If you remove the H, you have a bit. If you remove the A, you have bit. And if you remove, when you remove the B, you still end up with it. You still end up with it. NDC would always remain NDC, no matter what they do. The color says NDC turn Grenada upside down. I had that thought yesterday. But what I would advise my NMP supporters, my NMP fans, my NMP comrades, yes, they turn Grenada upside down. But let us show them that we will remain steadfast on our feet. We will walk on our feet and not on our heads. Because them who turn Grenada upside down, because as far as I see now, they are walking on their heads. But we will show them that we will remain steadfast on our feet. Let's see how long they will walk on the head for, because we know for sure nobody could walk on the head. So we will remain on our feet. There is nothing different with this NDC and the previous NDC in terms of what they think about, what they do, and everything. As I said, they will just change the outward appearance. But inwardly, they are the same. And I would even say even worse than the previous NDC. Those of us who were there before and who can recall and who have a sound memory would know that the previous NDCs never do what they are doing now. It's a shame. And you know what is, appalling? It's so, there isn't a word to describe it, that the persons who beat drum and jump up and gallop and thing, June 23rd, 2022, you're wondering if they are alive. No. To me, there are more cemeteries in Grenada than before. There are more cemeteries with a lot of alive people in it now. Everybody gone dead now. Everybody gone dead now. But one thing I know, this person that is speaking here, they cannot change me. They cannot turn me around. And they will not put me upside down. I stand firm on my feet by the grace of God. Master Carl, I'm there. You know I'm
So how are you?
Listening. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay, Master Carl. I'm doing okay. According to my grandmother, I'm watching tricks.
They find bullet behind the police now.
Yes, yeah. Where is the Minister of National Security?
And you have a guy in Grenada that see people walking around with a smile.
Yes. Where is... Well, those that are walking around with the smile, they're walking on the head. I said it. The one that is saying that Grenadians are walking around with a smile, these are walking on the... But I said to my fellow NMPites, let us stand firm on our feet. We don't have to walk around with smile on our face. We'll stand firm on our feet because we know exactly what is going on in Grenada. We don't have to walk around with smile on our face. We don't have to be hypocrite and walking with smile on our face pretending that everything is okay. Yes, so they start shooting at the police now.
Yeah.
Don't worry, man. Master Khalid, he coming home.
Yeah, man.
It coming home slowly. But I know surely it will reach home.
All right.
Trust me, it will reach home, Master Khalid. it will reach home. It will reach home.
The cows will come home, man.
Yeah, man. It's coming home. It's coming home. It will reach home. Where is the Minister of National Security? Huh?
Or the advisor to the minister.
Your men who vow to protect and serve this beautiful country. Their lives are at risk more than ever. They cannot perform their duty. They cannot, they're going out and perform their duty, not wondering, well, okay, what will happen to me? We know that is what will happen as we take up the profession. But it's getting worse. You understand? And you are the Minister of National Security. Huh?
As the song says, if you remember how he was back then, and if you look in below, it's worse.
It's worse. It's worse.
Mm-hmm.
It's worse. No, before you, I remember it was said that before when you sneeze and you cough, people used to say, bless you, bless you. But in COVID time, when somebody sneezes and they cough, the amount of long word that come out.
What?
So it's like it's worse now for our police officers.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
And license going ending up in crime now.
I'm telling you, just imagine, licensed firearm now doing the crime. So what do you think about the unlicensed one?
Yeah, caller. So take care, man.
Master Kalade.
All right, okay.
Okay.
We have a next call on the WhatsApp. Hello.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, Master Carl. Good morning, Igwe.
Wago.
Master Carl.
Hey.
My grandfather had something he used to say. He had 2 cows. He named them both together and not one without the other. And right now, I'm looking at this government. And to me, they're like 2 cows. But nobody knows which one. When the butcher come to buy, he say he want both together. So my grandfather show him both together. But the man want to live with the 2 cows. My grandfather said, I'm selling you both together and not one without the other. So he take my grandfather to court. And my grandfather tell the judge, the magistrate at the time, that was in Glove. And he tell the magistrate, sir, don't you have a name? He say, yes. Don't your animal have a name? He said, yes. He said, well, one of my cow name both together and the next one name and not one without the other. So when we look at this government, it's both together. The prime minister is scared of them and them is scared of the prime minister. They have a secret for the prime minister and they can't disclose it. But if you only mess with one of them and they get out of the pen, trouble start. Because the prime minister can't defend, he can't accept. So he don't know what's going on inside it. It looks as a big mess. And Master Carl, the Indians are sleeping. Please don't let it wake up. Tell the prime minister that. We saw it in the revolution. The Indians are sleeping. Please don't let them wake up. Because we're taking it too far. We take it to the carnival now. We're taking it into the Queen Show now.
Could you believe that? Even
think
carnival,
Yeah.
them men and them taking side.
I'm telling you, they say they don't want Nazim and them are wrong. They didn't want Sister Jenny and them are wrong. Because they come from the old school. So they open a new school. You understand? With no teachers. Right? They bring back program about the school because that was Franca from the old school. So they're stepping on their own feet. Master Carl, I'm warning the Canadians, and I'm warning these boys in the government because they're not men. All you have a job to do. All you went to the people. All you lie to the people. and tell the people all kind of things that they could have done for them. And any man tell you, Master Kyle, that he could fix everything, you know he cannot fix nothing. Because none of us on this earth is perfect. You understand? But when you are coming to us, you act like if you was perfect. There is nothing in Grenada that you guys can fix. Everything, the bread butter already. And the Grenada, the poor class listen to you all because the NMP is the majority. The poor class listen to you all. You know? And all they promise them all kind of things. Everything. The Prime Minister could have talked. He could do everything. And I know that was a wrong statement to make. I knew it was something wrong when you go into the people and make all these promises. Mr. Prime Minister, before I go, I want to ask you, if you're going to start on the houses, but tell us something, what you're going to do for the next month, the next 2 months, the next 6 months, the next year. Give us something, because all what you're doing now is what NNP already have in the pipeline. I want to know what you have in the pipeline right now and tell us what's going to start. And that's all I'm going to say for this time. Because you guys not listening. Are you scared of each other? I don't know what. It's the first time I see a party scared of each other. Barbados, Motley is in charge. Trinidad, the Mitchell guy is in charge. Jamaica, the Prime Minister in Jamaica is in charge. Antigua, check it. You're the only Prime Minister who are not in charge. What is going on? That's all I have to say at this time, Master.
All right.
All right.
With the people hurting.
The people hurting bad, not by here anyway.
Somebody sent me a message there. I wish I could read some. Let me just turn it so you could see it. You see that message? What's that message? People are hurting bad.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. You call still?
No. The people will call.
So, yes, Mr. Ron Redhead. The people want you to be transparent about the true situation with the hospital and medication. Because you talk about transparent, eh? The people want you to be transparent and the Prime Minister to come out and really address the crime situation because he's worrying. Well, we can't finish talk about the seed program, all this stupidness are happening. And you adding 700 people to a program you beat up on. We don't know what is the true situation with E-Money. By now, something should happen because you promised them permanence and all kind of thing. Mr. Redhead, you are speaking how much advisors you have? And what are the advisors advising you on? Because nothing no happening in sports. The only good thing what happening in quality at the Queen Show, all you mash it up. What really going on with the mall in your project? Because all you beat up and make all kind of thing, all you turn sword, all you do all kind of utter nonsense. How much people all you take out on the seed program? That is important. And what criteria or yardstick or how all you come about determining who to take out on the thing? How many times the Prime Minister say? Because somebody say he see 2 times, but this guy don't lie so much. How much is he shooting around? Be transparent. How much times did the Prime Minister, Mr. Connell, had to recuse themselves from meetings in the cabinet?
We are committed to ensuring the Freedom of Information Act is going to be passed under a National Democratic Congress government so that members of the media themselves, once it's in line with the ambits of the law, will be able to get information like that and not be sued if they speak about it. It's time for the public to know what our public officials are doing on their behalf.
So we want to know, Ron. We want to know what all you're doing on the behalf of the people with all the travels and the photographs. What going on? We still want to know how much money did the Prime Minister and Mr. Cornwall make as agents from since 2022 June. Because it's a sensitive situation, it's a sensitive something. And it's the people's business. And Ron, you know about the people's business by your own utterances. So you have to report. And if you don't report, we will find out. And the freedom of information.
Go bite you.
Ron, why you ducking the freedom of information, Ron? Boy.
A little bit about you. But Mr. Ron Redhead, where you did? I ain't seen you. I can't hear you. I want to know where. All I'm hearing about is a Willis, a Boca, a this, and I can't hear about Mardi Gras. The only thing I hear about good up is the health center. So tell us what's going on. We want to know what's going on, what's happening, what's going to be happening for us.
So we want to know, Ron. We want to know what's really going on, Mr. Really, as in terms of the government and in terms of those questions. We need to ask because all of those saying nothing. You see, if all of saying something, we don't have to come here on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sunday and say anything because all will be informing the nation. But when you have things, what all do want to speak about, we must know. We must ask. So give us the information because you know. You spoke about it. Andy Williams say, take notes and hold all the responsible. When we take notes and hold all the responsible, all the quarreling and say we making noise. You get it, Igwe?
Which one?
Not, I mean, they say, Andy say, hold them responsible.
Well, that's what he's saying, we have it here.
So, we just asking those questions what we want to know. And you need to give us some answers as to what is really going on. The economic situation in the country, Igwe, seems to not improve in Igwe. Bills, water cutting off, light cutting off, people can't manage to pay. You understand? And the whole thing about it is not saying anything to the nation now, because they had all the answers before election. They talk about freight and all these things on them, and nothing is happening in terms of being positive to ease the situation. And that brings me to where the past administration, recognizing the economic and cost of living thing, brought certain measures like the basket of goods, zero-rated items. Yes, the 150, we can do talk about the 150. Those was measures intended in terms of electricity, the 25% non-fuel charge Igwe. No levy, no VAT. These are certain things the past administration did to cushion the effect of this thing. But this administration, who had all the ideas in opposition, in government now doing nothing. You watching something there?
I have a message here from a school child for you.
Let's hear.
I will just skip the bad part, but you have pieces I could read. Master Carl, I spent 18 months in Grenada. I represented Miss Pierre and the NNP in the polling stations on election day. I said, if this party win, then I'm going back to the UK, and because things would get really bad, and it did. I just skip all the party in the middle.
Yeah, but we see all these things that them here, but nobody don't want to believe in. The answers to all always saying, give them men and them a chance. The NNP, they are around too long. And we see the old broom know the corners, but they didn't believe us. But now we eating the bread that the devil making. And Igwe, there is this notion that this government is one of inclusion, as they're trying to say. We heard this story about the Queen Show and how they treat with the Queen Show. And that is a matter for concern, because even in Carnival, where they say you have 100,000 jab here, how they determine who is the yellow jab and the green jab? Igwe, the bushing program. How they determine who is the... Well, those people go... Yellow people, they know by association.
Yeah.
But if somebody do associating with you, that don't mean they're not with you. So how they treating with... Because they say every 10 person they give up, 9 is jab and the other one is scarecrow. Mr. Prime Minister, you need to speak on the things that rely on artificial intelligence. Speak to the nation. The nation want to hear certain things what going on and how you are addressing it. Crime is one. Cost of living is the other one. The nation need to hear you. I'm calling for calm. I'm calling for peace. I'm calling for conflict resolution. But nobody hearing you. It seems like you're clueless, and the times you go on places where people could hear you, more talking about job, must play, and all kind of utter nonsense that wouldn't put no food on the table. You wouldn't butter no bread, Igwe. It's time, Mr. Prime Minister. I will end today by how I started, Igwe, because it is important. The increase in crime and criminal activities, I call for soberness, peace, and calm. Because it is the criminal against the Grenadian people. So it is not it don't have no politics or side where crime concern. The lawmen, I know you are not, your moral is low. Based on you don't have transport, based on the fact you have mole in police station, based on the fact the whole issue in terms of promotion. But please, you took an oath before God to serve the people, just as the Prime Minister. But he abandoned the oath. Don't join him and abandon your RGPF. Weep now, as the Bible says, for joy cometh in the morning. I know it's hard. You guys always be talking to you right through. My humble plea, hold on. It's not a bed of rose. When you have gun incidents, and when you check it out, the firearms are licensed is a matter for concern. When you're trying to apprehend people, because the Prime Minister talk about the same marijuana thing, they go legalize it. So I don't know if them fellas feel it's time and they just walking with it anyhow. Howdy.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Igwe, morning, and Master Carl.
Yes, sir.
Master Carl, I hear you asking for something that will never happen, eh? Because I can remember when I was growing up, my mother told me about 2 men that went and invoked at the dead. And when the spirit really roam in the place, the person that do the invoking cannot speak about it because the dead go turn back on them. So don't expect the Prime Minister to address anything about the crime.
You know,
you understand?
I agree with you. But the reason why I'm calling on him is he and the prayer warriors what called on the spirit of Maurice Bishop, not me. Them men and them go in a rally and call down the spirit of Maurice Bishop on the Grenadian people. So them have to address. I agree.
But listen to me.
I agree they don't do nothing, but them what bring it here.
Yeah, but if you notice, even the prayer warriors and them don't mention anything about the crime. So I want to believe now most of the things my mother told me is true. Yeah. I don't know how people looking at it because I'm the guy that sent the clipping for you the last time, Master Carl, where the lady was saying she don't listening to you all. Alright? And
No,
this is the kind of thing I encounter with these people.
they don't like the truth.
The truth, because I'm trying to bring it, because the last time she told me this thing though relevant because all she know they're moving forward.
How moving forward
You
what?
understand?
They moving forward and they have to add 700 people on the seed list. They're not moving forward. I find they're going back fast.
So that is why I'm begging you all. When you all
They
get
moving
this,
forward and last
tell
night
them don't afraid to full up my phone with it.
they moving forward and last night men find shots at the police. They're not moving forward. They moving forward and people just taking their life every day here and still having murders. They're not moving forward. And the Prime Minister seems to be clueless. Because listen, the Prime Minister have a national address and failed to speak on those issues. He failed to deal with the unemployment situation. He failed to deal with the situation with medicine and the hospital. He failed to deal with crime. And you're telling me you're moving forward?
Yeah. Well, the one about crime, you can't touch it. Believe what I tell you, you can't touch it. So, have a nice day. I'm listening.
Okay. I don't get this thing, Igor. How we could moving forward? Crime on the increase, everybody free. Man running down man chopping man shooting man, license gun in crime. People hanging themselves and you say you're moving forward. But something had to be normal about it. You call down the spirit of a dead man. You tell him you need him. We tell him you miss him. What do you expect to happen? Yes, caller.
Good morning, gentlemen. How you all guys doing?
Well, we did.
You know, interesting. I was about to call just before that caller to talk about basically the same thing.
Okay.
But if people are taking this thing for granted, they are just fooling themselves. These so-called prayer warrior people, there's a particular lady who went as far when a guy called on a GBN program, pointing out that the government attitude towards investors nowadays is obnoxious and stupid and whatever. You know, what's to that effect I could use to try to explain what happened? Because some people tried to come and invest here. And the attitude of the government caused them to turn from here and go to another country. I think St. Vincent, he said. But it was his good friend and them. They go to St. Vincent to do the investment. The lady called the radio program after that caller and said that this is God's country now. That's how she put it, you know. So-called one of the strongest people advocating on the behalf of the Deacon Mitchell government.
They feel God is a poppy show.
And that's the kind of thing. And the whole thing about this country is God's country now. In other words, it was devil country before. It is, well, in their perception, whatever that God means, God country now. Since the Prime Minister went and played jab, since the Prime Minister went and invoked the spirit of Maurice Bishop, I never hear that lady say a word on that thing. The same Jude Bernard, I could call Jude Bernard's name now because Jude Bernard usually openly speak and say what and use his name, and he doesn't mind. Who, when he was asked, or when there was the question about the attitude towards the people nowadays by the government, taking away the keys from the people in Carrico and so on, he called it realignment. The government is realigning things. So he went as far as to ask the question, is the people who get in it now, the new people who get in the houses, are they alien to this country? So the people who got it before and they take the freedom, are they aliens? They don't care. And you never hear Jude Bernard criticizing the government and the nonsense that is going. Actually, he's acquiescing to it. So the whole thing about
realignment,
the invoking of Maurice Bishop's spirit. Jude Bernard is a huge Seventh Adventist and campaign for the Seventh Adventist Church. You never hear Jude Bernard. You never hear Jude Bernard criticizing
Adventist, you say? He's an odd one. Anyways, a lot of things going on in this country and the crime situation is spiraling. And 2 weeks ago, less the RGPF say crime is on the decrease.
And that's the amazing thing. The thing is, everybody, the thing is so obvious that crime is escalating expeditiously. And so you have this kind of people using words that minimizing the whole thing. What me? I'm a person, like I pointed out already, I'm not afraid to walk the street, but I am ever conscious of the danger that I'm in nowadays that has not been in this country. The instability that is showing up in this country nowadays is too much of a cause for concern. And you have the Prime Minister ignoring it. You have all these ministers, but let me remind you, I should say, that Ron Redhead and Kevin Andrews were the two biggest advocates of rebellion inside of the NDC. So don't be surprised that a lot of things that is going on, Ron Redhead, Kevin Andrews are not in line with them. Things like, the attitude that is showing up on the Prime Minister. I remember the press conference that happened where the Prime Minister finished Ron Redhead's sentence for him. And it's a simple way of showing control. Because Ron Redhead is a renegade type of person. And you also take note of that. He was the one, along with Kevin Andrews, who had that group inside of the NDC called Woke. And they were advocating all that different things from what the Prime Minister now is controlling the situation to advocate. So we take note of this type of thing. Take care, gentlemen.
All right,
caller. That caller always seems to make some statements on the edge, Igwe. Press the envelope. Yeah, like I was saying, Igwe, the present Prime Minister need to speak on the crime situation. If he don't speak on nothing else, Igwe, you need to speak on the crime situation in this country. Because when you hear information that licensed guns are involved in criminal activity, something has to be going wrong. And the Prime Minister, who is the Minister of National Security, the Commissioner of Police and the National Security Advisor are the three most senior persons in this country, the national security apparatus. And when none is speaking on issues of crime, it's something wrong. And you attempt to have a press conference and you send the messenger who 99% of the Grenadian public does not believe. And he say something that is not true. Crime is only decrease. Something had to be wrong. So that means we need to get the Minister of National Security or the National Security Advisor to come and speak to the people. Yes. Hello?
Masaka. When persons like the previous caller will call the programs and other persons and say it as it is, Massacre, because it is the truth and it's the reality. There are persons who would say, oh, they call in and wish bad for Grenada. They call in and wish all kind of things for Grenada. But that is not calling and wish for Grenada.
No, what they say now because that is to do.
Exactly what is happening in Grenada and what will happen But there are some people who stick their head in the sand and pretending that this is not happening.
Okay.
But the worst is yet to come, and I keep saying that from day one. Since last year after election, I'm saying the worst is yet to come. I keep saying it. Persons who listen to the program and recognize my voice will say, yes, this person was saying it. The worst is yet to come. Grenada, I am saying it now with no apology. Grenada is now sitting at the edge of a precipice. Persons wouldn't want to hear that because it is the truth.
The truth does offend.
Exactly. Grenada is sitting at the edge of a precipice. God knows when it will go over. But you know what? God is good. There's still a lot of good people in Grenada.
What? You adopt the words, the good people?
He will stretch forth his hand and save this beautiful land of ours. The people who always, oh, Grenada nice, Grenada is next to paradise, Grenada this, where are they now? Where are they now?
Some of them living well, whilst others catching hell.
They're not saying anything. And they'll just sit by and see Grenada gone down, go right down.
And see people walking about with a smile.
You understand?
You are nonsense, though.
When people speak out, they say, no, you're wishing thing for Grenada. It's not wishing thing. It is before our very eyes. People call various programs before and say all kind of things. Wish all kind of bad for the previous Prime Minister, for the Right Honorable Dr. Kit Mitchell. They give him all kind of name. They say all kind of thing. I listen to various programs on Massacre and they'll call on morning and pray. But the prayer they uttering, look at it backfire on Grenada now.
Yes,
Lord.
God.
Where are these people now to pray for Grenada? They were praying on Dr. Kit Mitchell. They were praying for all kind of things to happen to him. They were not praying for Grenada. Where are they now? Where are they now? They said they are the prayer warriors. Warriors, you have a battle to fight now.
They might pray for the
battle for Grenada.
They might pray for the old kind of bingo too.
Hey. Come on, and when people speak out, all you want to say this and all you want to say that. But I'm saying it, Massacre, I'm saying it on your program. They're going to say it behind me back. Any one of them meet me in the face and tell me anything. According to my grandmother, they're going to see a horse of a different color. Because Grenadians too wicked, they're too hypocrite, and they're too bad.
Where shame is absent, anything could happen, like corruption, lies, advantage, all this kind of thing.
I mean, come on.
So
Look
yes,
at what is happening in Grenada. Every morning you wake up is something. I remember in 2018 Massacre. We had a few deaths before the election, and they labeled all on Dr. Kit Mitchell. They labeled all on NMP. Now look at what's happening after the election. Who they label it on?
and Vanny Cohen say crime decrease.
Who
Your good friend Vanny Cohen.
You have a dead man spirit roaming among living people.
Yes, caller, we got to take the break today.
Massacre.
Yes, so take care, have a blessed weekend.
You too.
And my good friend COPD police, I want to know what is your strategic plan and objectives. Thanks for everybody who made the program what it was to the Igwe. We're going to do that on next Friday again.
Yeah.
Be blessed, man. Peace.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, say when you're talking. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.